18 levels. Actually, no.
Ptolemy's all strained as he's like in the seat. He's looking at Oscar. You can hear this voice. Boy, his flesh is corrupted now.
Can hold on for a few seconds.
Okay, dwarf, it hurts. It hurts. I want to go.
Just gonna draw the god killer.
I want to go home.
A few more seconds, Ptolemy. You gotta hold on for a few seconds.
I want to go home to Red Brick Manor. I want to see Brashabragash.
You'll see him in a second. I'm gonna shake the lucky dagger.
Okay.
Just give it a shake. And then, I don't know how a fucking gun works. I'm gonna point it and I'm gonna make a thing and just use magic device it or something.
Okay, well, you're like... Alright, so the shake the lucky dagger, are you using an action?
Yes, I'm using an action to shake the lucky dagger.
Okay, you get True Strike.
Okay.
The gun is an exotic weapon to you.
Okay, so I believe that means I roll with plus just my dex. I think that's how exotic weapons work. You're not proficient.
Yeah, you're not proficient.
Get 1d20 plus 7.
That's what you did, Marty. That's what you did.
This is why people say, use the gun! I can't use the gun. The system isn't designed for me to use the gun. It doesn't work. So I could roll, like I said, I get 2 rolls of a 20. So...
And then True Strike, because of Lucky Dagger, allows you to roll twice.
Yeah. So what is the bonus? How many pluses are on the gun? Because that is part of this.
Plus 4.
Can he just stick the gun in his stomach and pull the trigger? It goes click or bang.
1d20 plus 7 dex.
The God Killer gun, crafted probably by Midwick.
Well, it's got Midwick's symbol on it. I'm going to beat him death when I find him.
He needs a
passed down from Natanica throughout the ages to the spawn of Natanica to now Oscar.
So AC 27.
The first roll, as the two alternative universes split.
And if I had any bonus, I would have hit, but I don't have any bonus, so it doesn't hit. Waste of time.
Who's behind that?
And then I'll use my last action to jump over to the chair with Ptolemy.
Okay. I think you missed.
We don't.
How do you just fucking think?
Don't have uniforms.
What a waste of fucking time.
We're out. We're done.
Oscar, I can remake it.
Can you make me know how to use the fucking thing?
I can remake reality. Tommy's gonna cast Altered Reality to rewind the action that Oscar just took.
Okay, so
it kind of like to everyone's like, you know, something just happened. You know, you missed twice. Oscar, you get to redo your turn with the knowledge of what just happened.
Does he get a bonus with the weapon because now he knows what it feels like and what recoil is?
Is there a spell that grants weapon proficiencies?
Well, that would be useful.
Ptolemy has used his second 10th circle spell slot for tonight.
Oscar's going to jump over to the chair.
Okay.
And is going to free Ptolemy from pain using the dagger with his blood on it. He's going to use the god dagger on Ptolemy itself. He's holding the Sinestral Spike in one hand because that got sucked up. Didn't drop that. Piece of shit.
Unky Dwarf, did I do good?
Oh, you did. You did beautifully. There's a possum pot pie waiting for you back at the manor.
I can taste it already. With some nice cranberry sauce from Nulb.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, over by the pool there, you know, sipping a goat's milk.
It's okay, Unky Dwarf. You can have what little furniture I have left.
No, that doesn't bring a tear to that dwarf's eye.
No, that's true love.
Fucking hate demons.
And you can see the fucking like the tentacles of the vines just growing into Ptolemy's head. Something fluttering, that weird magic underneath him. One of his eyes is golden, the other one's not. And
I'm going to sneak attack him in the throatish area with the dagger.
And make a force save.
there is a clap of thunder outside. As you strike your godson, almost.
Yeah, I killed my ward. Sorta.
Fuck.
What does he have to do? Roll a fortitude save to live?
Yes, he has to roll a fortitude save to live.
What's the DC?
Well, if he critical fails the fort save, he dies. Otherwise, he becomes unconscious or other things.
Okay, he gets a 35. Is that high enough?
He doesn't auto die. He becomes unconscious for 2 hours, I think. Let me see. Sorry. He is paralyzed for 4 rounds.
Okay, he can't speak as you opened up his jugular.
Well, sometimes things are messy. More stabs.
Really having him.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, just blood pouring out over top of his clothes like some sort of grim bib. Yep. And then Oscar's like, just.
Why the fuck?
All right, so at this point he's like helpless.
Yeah. So I've got here. I've got 2 more attacks against. He's helpless. I guess I have to roll. Yeah, he is helpless. Sorry. Lost my character.
What does he lose, like 10 AC?
Yeah, I think it's 6. They're very kind. So plus 30. So AC 51.
Critical hit.
Crit. Then it is AC 41.
Critical hit.
And then AC 47.
Critical hit.
Okay, so we're just gonna do it the old-fashioned way. Through lots and lots of standing. This is not what he's saying, but he did say sometimes you just gotta make a mess of things when it didn't work. Like, oh, okay, so the dagger is just greater striking. It hasn't any other properties, correct?
Nope.
All right, so it's 8d4 plus 12d6 plus 14 plus I think my weapon specialization plus 12. So it's 93 damage on the first stab.
Okay. He's still alive. He was bloodied at 104 hit points.
Sorry. Was a type A next into the thing. I got the fire. Plus 12d6 plus 14 plus 12. 91 damage on the second stab.
Crit puts him to dying 2.
Okay, and then second crit. The third crit puts him to dying.
Puts him to dying 4. Ptolemy, his eyes roll into the back of his head, and then there's something burning his eyes out. They begin to melt as this golden light. The tentacle just retracts, and it looks like it's burning as it's retracting. And Ptolemy's body is now bubbling. You have killed your ward, and the being underneath that Ptolemy has been slowly becoming throughout the centuries of this place is erupting forth.
I think I speak for everyone in the party if I say if one more person erupts forth from a dead body.
Anybody else feel like erupted?
What fucking side is that thing on?
Well, it's a problem.
I am free. You hear a voice in all of your heads.
You better be fucking polite.
You have done well in helping Ptolemy, but know that I am no longer he. I am simply Tol. This temple needs cleansing. Give me the ounce of purity now.
Why don't you walk over and get it?
Is that what Darian's saying as he's playing?
I don't believe that's how this works.
The abomination Zuggtmoy is attacking. It now no longer has a grab on Ptolemy's body, which kind of exploded into a bunch of like little lights, and some of Ptolemy's gear is just like, oh no, it's tumbling off the seats. Maybe Oscar catches something, maybe he doesn't.
You wanted me to have that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but Zuggtmoy is a fungus. She is virulently trying to find a new host. Give me 2 fort saves, Bone Crusher, and 1 fort save, Alkur.
I'm not good at fort saves.
The DC's 40.
38.
Okay, you are enfeebled 2 and
So-
slowed 1.
Now I'm enfeebled 3.
Ooh, I rolled a
Or
natural.
what's going on?
No, it's just upgraded to... No, stage 2 is enfeebled 4 and slow 1.
Okay, Crusher saves on both.
Okay.
It would be really cool if the spells that make those sorts of things go away were like, things that existed in this game that
Yep.
weren't like 1 minute casts.
Yep.
Did you drink the what's it called? That,
This is a disease effect, so that plus you do get a bonus from Ali's mutagen or Ali's potions.
really?
It's a disease effect?
Yep.
So we should be adding plus.
So you made it then, didn't you?
Then I made it.
Okay, so you are back to enfeebled 1.
I think you needed
Sorry,
the
enfeebled
first time
2.
you rolled it.
Enfeebled 2.
Oh, the first time I failed by 7.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I thought you rolled a 37.
Crusher, you made both?
Yeah, Crusher's blind.
Both of you know that this thing, while it's been kind of like evasive and itchy, it's like it's gone all haywire. Like, you're going to be making these saves for the rest of your existence, basically.
Until we purify Runerach.
No, it's in our blood.
Then jump down the hole and die.
I wouldn't die and survive and come back up.
Kreiger.
Kreiger is going to pull out a potion, drink the potion.
Okay, 2 actions.
And
You down a
throw
potion. Chris Kreiger probably just puts the potion bottle in his mouth and is crunching it.
Let's see if I roll a 20 on the attack. I don't, so.
So you huck the spear again.
He hucks the spear and it comes back to him.
I use the demon. Well, he doesn't regen.
Bonus.
He doesn't regen.
Come on, you might hit him. What's your bonus, Mark?
No, I rolled a 12. My bonus to hit is like 30.
Oh, it's not 38?
No, this is a throne. Throne is different.
Okay, sorry.
I rolled a 20 last time. I was like, yay!
Yeah.
Enough of you! Crusher hit him 3 times last round? Okay.
Uh-oh.
Crusher.
Look, I didn't mean it.
You're too far. I can't help you.
Well, Crusher has no damage right now.
Yeah, I'd still be nice to.
I don't know how he has no damage. Where did he get healed? Or you drank a bunch of potions.
I drank a potion and it
Okay.
killed my acid.
The black axe of corruption comes flying in towards your head,
Roll
Crusher.
the 1, motherfucker!
AC 51.
Oh, that's so close. It actually roll again. Wait.
Roll again.
No, I'll take that. That's fine. I'll take that.
Is it crit or not?
No. You barely hit.
You take acid?
Yes, I do.
Okay, 4d12
You can
plus.
force your foes to roll twice against you?
Or a save. That's why I'm like, should I save?
Did you fail against the plant aura thing?
No. I re-rolled. With it.
Okay, so
wait.
yeah, at the beginning of his turn, all those that have it and failed make their save again. He's trying to turn your skin into fungus.
Oscar will.
Do I have to roll again?
Yeah.
Oh, again, him I didn't fail. No.
Oscar. Does DC 40, you said?
47.
Oscar fails. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Everybody's a fungus.
What about tall?
Tall is a being of light and magic.
44. Yeah, Crusher's infected.
Does he give good, pony rides? Because I'm currently in his lap.
He's still attached, however, to the chair, and there's a ghostly golden chain.
We need your help.
Okay, so you did fail, or you made it?
Just now he failed.
Okay, so your plant-like skin kind of wrinkles at the touch of the axe, and you take an additional 2d6.
Sure.
64 damage.
64 damage. Okay.
Okay, he'll attack again. AC 58.
Okay, that's a hit.
Not crit.
No. Wait, hold on a sec. He has a plus 42. Okay, roll again. On this one, roll again.
Why?
Because I'm choosing to let you roll again.
Is this a power or a 20th level power or something?
I'm
or?
assuming it's a reaction.
Okay.
What's it called? It's 20th level monk thing, I'm assuming.
20th level, yeah.
Yeah, so you twist out of the way and you're pushing his axe off to the side.
Impossible technique.
And he rolls a 54 instead? Okay. So you twist it out of the way and
Still hit.
You still hit. And your skin burns as he strikes you for another 48 damage.
112. Okay.
Okay, he strikes you a third time. No, wait. Is everyone planty?
I think yeah. Yeah.
Just about.
Only Crusher might not be playing.
He's going to exude a 30-foot radius of defoliate fungus.
Okay, what does that do?
Is there an attack for that? Is there an action?
Ooh.
It's two actions. It's primal, necromancy, and plant. He does 20d8 negative damage to everyone who's failed that plant thing.
Fuck.
Okay.
We need your help!
And 87 damage, and there's a basic fortitude save DC 49.
Shit.
That's literally
No, I'm not gonna fucking.
an elixir.
Yeah.
Well, or 2 elixirs if you fail. This face ain't bad enough.
Oh yeah. Is it fort save? Sorry.
49, yep. It's a basic fort save.
Is it poison or?
It is a primal necromancy plant.
All right, so no. So Kreiger gets a 51.
Which means he doesn't take any damage because it is.
It's considered a critical success.
Okay, so you take no damage.
All right.
It's a fail on my end.
Crusher takes 87 desiccation damage as your skin and fur is flaking off.
And Darian also takes nothing.
Okay. That was a 2-action power. He can do this again in 1d4 rounds. 2.
Okay. I'm in pain. 200 damage.
Okay, so he attacked twice and used his defoliate. He is done. Alkur.
I will be the father of this new multiverse. I will grow tiny Zuggtmoys. She will serve me, and the rest of you will be fuel for this. I don't know what you are, you stupid thing, but you'll be destroyed. I'll get to you in a moment.
He's talking to Tall.
Alright. So, we got problems. Oh, what do we got problems? Is there anything I can do about the thing in the like the fungal thing trapped in sort of the mental space.
The thing that's growing in your brain.
Yeah.
Now that Zuggtmoy is not there, you might be able to purge the disease. You might be able to drink maybe, well, I don't know, a dose of the ounce of purity.
It's only enough for one.
So it was you get one dose per roll of 5, or
You've got
we
6
had more
doses.
than that. 6 doses. We need 5 for the
We
planet.
need 5 for the planet and temple, which leaves 1 for.
Shit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. We are. Apologies. There are many things. Is that being on the ground?
Yep, he is standing on the ground. He has wings, but, Crusher's torn through one of them. Ptolemy is not in the mental space. Fungal Ayuz is.
Okay.
It's like when he shed his human skin, he also shed the mind blank. And there's a big golden thing that's sitting amongst a bunch of disintegrating, the disintegrating mass of Zuggtmoy, and all little spores running around, and
Okay, this is going to take a while. I'm going to 2-action heal Darian, and then I need to bring out the black because all the really effective stuff comes from him anyway.
Okay, Alkur prays to the Heart of Gold, and Darian's wounds are re-knit with a golden light.
137 healing.
Cool.
And Alkur, the black, steps up.
Okay.
How many ashes is to feed someone a potion?
Same as drinking.
Hmm.
Darian.
Darian is gonna keep going after the beast.
Okay. It's like he turned his attention for a moment to Bone Crusher, and you're like,
Motherfucker, I'm right here.
the answer is swinging. Stabbing and swinging and looking for the demon's heart. Oh fuck no! That's a crit.
Because it's a hit. 1 crit.
Lancing a good wound with the holy blade, thus stopping his regeneration for 1 more round. 6 more precious seconds without him re-knitting his form. He's got nowhere to go, guys. He's in it to the end.
He's in it to win it.
Yep.
I understand that feeling.
Maybe it's not so bad being a fungus, you know? Saying.
Bone Crusher gives in. I gotta go to the other side.
Fuck it. Out of his ears.
105.
Is he bloodied? No.
447. Nope. He's injured though.
Great! Fuck, great!
Shadow.
Shoot him to death.
I'm trying. Shadow's not snickering like he usually does. It's fucking hard.
This is the toughest thing in the monster manual. Yeah, they didn't create great worms in the monster manual. I guess you could reconstruct them, but I think this is the toughest monster in the monster manual.
This thing is
Free?
got problems.
Is it still flat-footed?
It's flanked, so
flanked.
Okay, yep. The paladin with the answer is
Now it's flat-footed.
okay. You hit it right in the ass. Right in his goatee ass.
No, it's a miss. But then I give Crusher, Darian, and Kreiger the bonus. Tear his wings off, guys. Start there. So,
Okay.
my damage is okay. So 3d8 plus 1 to 6. Wait, shocking and sonic. Does he take shocking and sonic? Marty?
He takes shocking. He isn't resistant to it and sonic. Nope. He takes them both.
Okay. And minus 10?
Yeah, minus 20 from physical that isn't cold iron.
Yeah. I do 9 damage. Shadow's not doing his part now.
Yeah, it's the 20. Do you not have cold iron arrows?
No.
Oh,
We
shit.
never had time for that shit. Shut up, Shadow. We're making a +4 weapon. Silver, iron, just fucking
Bone
Well, it
crusher.
takes-
really cheap, guys.
Making arrows takes the same amount of time as making the +4 weapon.
Bone crusher.
Yeah.
All right, Crusher's gonna try to.
Are you inching your way in, or are you full rounding? I guess you don't need to. He's flat-footed, so.
Yeah, if he moved 10 feet, though, closer to Darian, Darian could maybe block a hit and attack again. It's up to you.
Saves
You
some
do
damage.
do a lot of damage.
Yeah, but what's your bonus to hit?
30. Well, it's 35 normally.
Meanwhile,
You're the
Malini
plus
has
two.
just got the Hecatomb device kind of up above. There's a horrible like sounds of like soul bodies trying to mash down this tube, and she's just absorbing all of the component parts of the abomination as they're slurring down this hole. It feels like the entire temple might be clogged up there with petitioners and bodies,
It's
and
still got you 20 feet away from
she's
you.
yelling. She's like,
There you go, yeah.
So
"Ah!"
I 10 foot over and start trying to punish. So 38. $54.
Hit.
Nice.
37.
Hit.
5.
Nice.
He needs healing though. Like Crusher's gonna go down if he doesn't. 38, 37, 36. No, 2 hits. Okay, so 3d12.
Perhaps we gave you too much practice.
Because I think Fungal Ayuz just got bloodied.
Well,
Yeah, he needs serious healing now.
Nope.
he doesn't need serious healing?
No, as in Ayuz gonna have something to say about that before.
87. It's not a lot of damage. I rolled.
You're taking off the 20.
I don't
you-
take it off.
That's right,
I
cool
take it
down.
off through it. 60, 12, 38, 2d6, 2d8. Yeah, that's it.
43.
That's rolled badly.
Perhaps we gave you too much practice. You realize that you are an agent of Armageddon.
Crusher knows time's running out, and he's just going all out.
You know gods have their proxies, right? Maybe I won't consume your soul, but renew. So few manfolk left. So great. Even tiny Armageddons will be.
Oscar?
Oh, I'm not sure about it. We're gonna hop out of his lap.
Ooh, yeah, there's just weird magical sounds as the tall seems to be navigating the temple.
Do you know how to use this? Really good deck.
Right, so did you jump over there?
Yep,
Tree Razor
You
does have an
he can't see
attack
me.
opportunity. Oh, you're still doing the
I'm still
the mega sneak.
Look at his snake.
Oh yeah, you're hidden until the 15th round of combat. It's only 8th, so yeah. Okay.
I will shake this dagger thing.
Okay. The
Shake it.
lucky dagger of Vergadane that slew Zuggtmoy.
No, it was the
Oh, that's right.
spikes.
That's right.
Zuggtmoy. The only thing I've stabbed with this dagger apparently is myself and Ptolemy. Those are the 2 blood that's on it right now.
Because it's lucky.
Because it's lucky. Yeah, there's something there. All right, so 1d20 plus 37 against this flat-footed AC. AC 55 or
That's a hit.
AC 47. We'll take the 55.
Okay.
Stab.
Okay.
What is there?
It does you.
Nothing.
Yeah, Sky, is that your voice?
Nope. Give me a second. The foe is snuck attack, and he needs to make a fortitude save or die. And
What?
You're a new guy.
well, it's master.
If this happens again, I'm gonna go for a pee again because it's about time for another pee.
Yeah, well, it's one of those like just don't mess with rogues apparently.
Okay, out of the remains of Ayuz comes the Elf Eater.
Fuck me.
He rolls a 2. He gets a 44.
Okay, so he makes it because my DC is 41. Otherwise, he would have been paralyzed for 4 rounds. Like if I could have, it would have been, you know.
He twisted a little bit too soon.
Sorry. He is enfeebled 2, which makes him a total of enfeebled 3.
Okay.
So he's a -3 to hit. Because I'm giving him enfeebled 1, and then he gets enfeebled 2 on top of that. Because he made it, but he made it by not a critical success.
Where is he?
Does now fire does hit him or not?
15 fire resist.
We're just going to. Okay, so that just means fire doesn't.
And then 20 physical damage is resisted except for cold iron.
The Sinestral Spike is a striking flaming dagger with poison on it. Okay, so -20 you said?
Yep. He's immune to poison.
Okay, so 15 damage after the DR.
Okay, well, enfeebled 3 is -3 to attacks. That might help more than the 15 damage.
Yep.
All damage is...
And I've got 1 action left. And I'm going to use that action to just reposition myself. Oh no, where'd it go? This was just... Whatever happened to the dwarf? It's just...
Tall. Tall is using an action to navigate the entire temple.
Like planet or temple?
The temple, which is the seat in the temple, is the pilot's seat inside the spaceship that is driving the comet that was Runerach the plane. It is flying out of Abaddon right now, going to the stars.
So fun times.
Yeah. Of course, the atmosphere is being destroyed outside because Runerach has been turned into a fast-moving planetoid. And might be why lots of people are dying.
This side.
Ptolemy can still cast spells.
It's a cataclysm out there.
You mean tall?
Mm-hmm. Look at you all clustered together. He is going to... Who doesn't have a haste?
Darian.
Oscar has one. It's Darian.
Does? How? You weren't
Darian does not.
Oscar's invisible to his enemies.
Where's it haste?
He got haste at the same time as Crusher and Shadow.
Uh,
He killed the demon that you were in.
yeah, no. Okay, I thought he did see you, so he didn't give it to you.
The power makes me invisible to my enemies.
Oh,
Yeah, good
enemies.
question, Fox. It was never the intent of the people who created the plane of Abaddon to fly the cubes around. This is not something that was originally designed.
We're just gonna put an engine here and a steering wheel. Fuck yeah.
So yeah, he's going to cast, or it is going to cast, because look at it. It's going to cast a 7th circle haste to haste Darian needs one. And Crusher?
Crusher has one as well.
Crusher has one.
Okay, so he'll replenish Oscar, and Darian will get haste. And I guess Crusher as well. So Crusher's haste goes up to round 18. Oscar's haste will go up to round 18.
Do something against it!
And Darian's haste goes up to round 18. Okay. Alright, that was Tall's turn. The abomination Zuggtmoy is attacking the brains of those that... This is like leftover Zuggtmoy, trying to re-blossom into a thing. So Bone Crusher, 2 fort saves, Alkur 1.
Potions and spells and everything else.
Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Crusher's fine.
Okay, for now.
For now.
Kreiger.
So there's a way to remove the disease off of him, right? You're gonna get that. You know those hit points you got? Can't hear you, man.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go away right now. Go ahead, take your AOO.
Oh yeah, AOO. Plus 47 minus 3 is plus 44 because of the enfeebled. AC 50.
That hits.
Critical.
Critical.
8d12 plus
Oh, hang on. Let me double check that. I think
30.
might not be critical. I think it is, but
Are you considered a plant thing right now, Kreiger?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so that's 2d6 times 2 is 4d6.
Oh, I take it back. That is not a critical hit.
Oh my god, okay. 4d12. I've just finished typing in the line.
Sorry. Sorry, but I refuse to let you critical me with a
No, that's fine. You still take 2d6 from that, so he still does 63 damage from the AOO, and that happens like about here.
Darian?
Yeah, Darian's going to... Oh, yeah. Darian's going to block 22 points of that.
Adam, do you have a legendary medic? Are you a legendary medic?
I am a legendary medic.
You can try to remove the disease.
I can, but I don't want to spend, I think it's an hour, diddling myself in the corner.
Is it an hour?
Okay, so Darian's going to attack
This
first.
may be accelerated because the campaign's ending in like 2 hours, so... this is a... It's been in your brain for a long time. It's been slowly mingling in there.
You took steroids, but it wasn't the right thing for the disease. That's going nuts.
All right, so what's your AC right now? Oh, no, that doesn't hit. That doesn't hit.
Enfeebled doesn't affect AC, right?
No.
Okay, so his flat-footed AC is 52.
Yeah, no, he missed. And,
Okay, so you retorted, you block some of the damage,
attack.
and then Kreiger comes in with Gungnir.
40. Nope.
What's his AC? What's the guy's AC?
52 while flat-footed.
Doesn't he have a -1 from?
That's the break.
Hi, who's the demon?
You all gathered together. Let us dance one last time.
Everyone gets an attack because Darian blocked. Is that correct?
No, Darian's got a hit.
Darian hits. We get it. Okay.
Crusher, you're not looking too good.
Nope. Not looking too good at all.
How dare you kill my beloved? She will return, however, and I will be the gardener.
I don't think it was me, but fine.
The Black Axe goes flying in, AC 53 on Crusher.
That's a hit.
Darian's going to block that one.
You already blocked.
I can block twice.
Alright.
So whatever he rolls, reduce the damage by
Okay.
22.
Yeah. Plus 15 plus 3d6 plus 2d6. He does 53 points of damage.
So 31.
Stop that.
He says to the paladin. He takes a little swing with the blade.
You must submit to fungus. You must submit to hand there for me.
He's gonna strike at Crusher again. Plus 42 minus 3. Oh, that enfeeble. AC 42. Third attack, AC 51.
Yeah.
For 51 points of damage.
Okay.
Okay, so those are his 3 attacks. He has his now, his action. Main action. Is Crusher almost down?
I have another 100 and bit hit points.
He'll take his last strike on Crusher. He's just going to try to put the bear down. AC 50.
Fuck! Yes, that's the hit. You just hit.
For 63 points of damage.
Fuck.
Go down, drop, submit, die.
60, 340.
Yeah.
Alkur!
Alkur.
So, Marty,
Mm-hmm.
time stop says I can't attack things. But in a time stop, I think I can heal things. Because it's not an attack. 'Cause it
Yep.
explicitly says you can't
Yeah,
harm
you get a bunch of actions in your timeout zone.
Yeah. So we're going to cast Time Stop.
Okay, you notice that as you were casting it, Tall just sort of like, his head snapped towards you. He doesn't really have a face, but you got the attention of Tall when he was looking at you.
Now, Alkarn is kind of a greedy fucker, so he's going to quaff announce a purity when nobody can see him and he's in timeout.
Bastard!
So,
You could feel like the thing in your mind burning up, and you also feel that part of your body is changing. Like, Alkur there may have been a tiny bit of non-elvish blood in his veins. And that reshifts and forms, and you are pure blood elf. Like whatever blood from whatever creature elves long ago dipped into. It also means that any of Alkur's children can never be sorcerers.
huh. The blood of the uncharismatic. Alright.
Just,
Yep.
do you know how to purify the temple and Runerach?
No,
Okay.
sort of. I know what I need.
Alkur knows that you kind of, if you want to get something, you probably drop the stuff at the center of its. Oh, we just lost our connection here.
You probably drop it, then VC's like, oh, drop, you say.
Yep. Yep. This is right at the right time.
Drop it down the hole, or
No, so you basically use
1 ounce?
the ounce on yourself, and you know for things at the center of the corruption or at the center of the thing is probably the best place to use it. So to cure Runerach, you probably want to go back to the heart. To cure the temple, you want to... This is the source of the corruption for the temple, so use it somewhere in this room.
Okay.
But definitely drinking it, you are... you have, without people noticing, you have saved yourself from Zuggtmoy's grace. Although Crusher, there was this weird blip, and all of a sudden, like, the wizard wasn't where he was, and he's no longer in the mental space.
I don't know what you're talking about. I cast a big boomy spell. Then Alkur moves forward. That's action 2. He turns into Alkur the White. That's action 3. Oh, sorry, 3. Then this is action 4.
Yep.
He's going to 2-action heal Bone Crusher, which is 5, 6 for 10d10 plus 82. 143 healing on Crusher.
Okay.
There is then so time stop, drink, move, heal on Crusher. Crusher is still pretty fucked up. I don't know if I want to be there anymore.
I don't think you do.
No, you're not GTFO, son.
So
Tree Razor
gonna
already
help
uses
someone?
his AOO.
If you want to help someone, help
No,
Kreiger.
wait. He just had his turn. His EOO is refreshed.
right.
So if you move into there, he gets another EOO.
Well, no, I'm out of time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
He doesn't know this is happening.
Then you appear and then you heal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I move. So I drank the thing.
Mm-hmm.
That took 2 actions. I move forward. That's like I get 9 total actions.
Okay.
So this is I'm done 6 of my actions. 1, 2, 3. Switch to cast a spell. I will cast another healing spell. You've got regenerate on
Darian.
Darian.
Yeah.
Okay, so Crusher's far away, so I'm gonna 2-action heal Kreiger.
Yes.
And we will. Then we're going to use our last action to move back to where we were, and everybody would have just noticed Alkur going from black to white.
Yeah, and then some healing spells going off, right?
and then everybody looks back more healed. I mean,
Okay.
D10 plus 82.
Darian.
134 healing on Kreiger.
Nice.
134. Okay.
Yeah, and then Alkur's going to move back again. He wants to be. He really wants to be exactly 30 feet away from Kreiger and Darian. That's the prime location.
All right. So it's Darian's turn.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 37 now because of 56.
Does the enfeebled go away?
2 crits.
The what?
Does the enfeebled go away?
Yeah.
So 2 crits.
Oh yeah, boy.
So 12d12.
That was good work.
Oh, so
Think
they're
you
lucky
saved
roll of a
us.
19 and a 20 or
Talking to Adam, but good work
Oh.
on your end too.
yes, that was the
That basically gives us another 2 rounds after he kills each.
So where I got the things, I can bring people back from the dead too. So
plus 48 plus.
I could drop Shadow behind Crusher and 2 round like just use 2 potions.
188 damage.
whether the crit chart in this system would just be popping off all the time.
Okay. He's very injured.
Oscar will take his reaction.
Sword into the
Wait.
elemental plane of fire.
He was 556.
Something like that, yeah.
He should have more
Oh,
damage.
it should have been more than that. Yeah, I don't think you added Crusher's last hit.
556 and then 188. No, just looking
Oh no,
at
556 was that was when he got bloodied. That's where he got. You're
yeah,
right.
556 and
We're
188
good.
should be more than that, right?
No. That's
We're good. Darian.
Okay. Oscar's taking his reaction because I got hit.
Okay.
He dared to be hit. AC 55.
nice.
Yeah, you stab him.
66 plus 13. One of the enfeebled is going to be extended for a round. Minus 20, so 20 damage.
Okay.
Take it.
And any death effect or anything like that, or
No, it's once per day.
okay.
I have to come back tomorrow. It's once per day per foe. Like the foe is immune for the day.
Yeah. So Tall shedded all of his. He's just a being of light and magic. He shedded the old skin that was being infected by Zuggtmoy. So Tall may not require a ounce of purity. However, the temple is a big steaming pile, and then there's the Heart of Runerach is like there are all sorts of spores of Zuggtmoy that are trying to grow in living things right now. Shadow. Darian
yeah.
and Shadow, yeah.
So randomly Crusher told Alkur to take the ounce if there was only one. Shadow is going to do... Okay, there's 4 people attacking. He's going to try to...
We must purify the temple and Runerach, says Tall.
So
Are
Oscar...
you able to get to the core?
Yes, I can shunt you back there, should you, if you wish.
Anywhere will work here, correct?
Shunt this!
Yes.
Okay. Alkur will nod. He's on his next turn. He'll smash some vials here.
Whether Runerach should be dislodged from the temple and nuked. Shadow, what are you doing? There's a conversation between 2 heavily magical beings. One that splits between 3 full 20th level casters and another that has become just light.
I'm wondering if I should give each of you the bonus or shoot him twice. I don't do any damage, but I can try to make him flat-footed.
That's been helping.
Yep.
But one of you is not going to get a bonus. Which one?
Uh,
All of you do.
if don't give it to Kreiger, because he still suffers a resistance penalty. Like Crusher and Darian get right through everything. So.
Do you have a plane shift? It is actually talking to Alkur.
Yeah.
Of course.
Do not waste it. You will need it to escape.
To where should I shift?
Shadow misses with his bow. Shadow,
Oh, yeah.
Shadow hits with his bow. Damn it!
Damn it!
So he gives it to Crusher.
He's only. He's gonna have to pull out something mean.
Crusher, Shadow, and...
Oh, he can defoliate this round. Yeah, 20d8 to all of you.
Crusher, Oscar, and Darian.
I think Alkur, after taking down Superiority, might have exfoliated his skin.
Oh yeah. You can start making your saves again on his turn, right?
I don't want to make saves again. He's a big poo-poo head, and everybody smells like fungus.
Okay, so this. I'm taking all that shit. Okay, fine.
Tall,
Minus
the
20.
Tall is looking down upon you, Shadow.
Ooh, 18 damage.
Ooh, you actually did damage.
Yeah.
You heard something.
I ain't got time for that right now. Gonna make sure this thing dies. This place is cleaned.
I am sorry, Bone Crusher. I could not do more.
He's talking to Crusher or Shadow?
He turned to Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher's like, "Ah!" like there's something wrong with Bone Crusher.
No.
It is like the contingency of Zuggtmoy has chosen Crusher as the vessel, and yeah, you get to react, but it's
That's what
Crusher's
it does.
nose bleeding, and yep,
He's still holding his shit. No, it's Crusher's turn, right?
Crusher's turn, yeah.
Do your turn.
When do I roll for the?
On the abomination of Zuggtmoy, like her power is lingering. You've been cursed by the demon lord.
I can hold it.
You guys have been walking around and taking advantage of Zuggtmoy's mind fungus for 50 games.
Yeah.
Or 40-some games or whatever you got here.
Plus
And
38.
you have the medicine.
Nope. Nope. There we go. Karma's a bitch. Nope. Wow.
Yeah, Shadow, you're watching a Bone Crusher. Something's wrong with him.
Flurry, hit, and I have 2 more hits.
The Modron just deciding. the Modron decides.
Here's 36. So the last thing is this. 54.
You finally, you scratch it. The fungal Ayuz, who's been slowly transformed by his relationship with Zuggtmoy into the fungal being that he is.
52.
Is that including the? Yeah, you get by his.
I get through it.
806 damage, guys. Oscar.
Did you skip Kreiger? At some
Nope.
point?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Cougar charged in. with an
Oscar,
attack.
Tall, then the Thing, and then Kreiger. Kreiger's coming up.
Right.
So Oscar's going to shake his. He's going to do the shake a stab, and will. He might shake a stab and then shake a stab. He might go for 2 stabs that way. So shake a stab. We'll see how it goes. AC 55
Hits.
or AC 44. We'll take the hit. It's 13 minus 20. Okay, 21 damage, and that enfeebled 1 is now extended again.
What? Where?
Is he still enfeebled 3 or is it feebled 1?
The enfeebled 3 goes. 2 of those enfeebled goes away, so he's just enfeebled 1 now.
Okay.
For a
What?
while.
Where?
Does he have to do that save again, or?
There's no save. It's don't get stabbed is the safe
That's-
word is don't
That's
don't
your
get
save.
stabbed.
Don't get stabbed.
The other one is going to let's just see if this has a my options are flat-footed or move speed penalty. Okay, so we're not going to do that. We're then going to. I think we're gonna. He hasn't really focused on me. He can't see me. There's things he can see. We'll shake it, and then try to stab him again. Plus 33, AC 36, or AC 37. Maybe hopefully he thinks I moved.
Ow.
Ptolemy. Ptolemy doesn't have a lot of helpful spells.
Can he create a prismatic sphere where the guy's head is?
That's not how that works.
As you try to hit it, you're getting all the spheres.
Does he have true target?
Yep.
That would give the next person who attacks him, like, true strike.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
it's a single action spell.
yeah, you can burn one true target. He is going to give Darian the true target.
Okay, cool.
Can
Thank you.
he ready a spell?
Squire, I am tall, but know that the desires of Ptolemy are still lingering. Be blessed.
He looks technically.
There's weird circles moving around, and Ptolemy is like trying to tug on fate to help Darian out. In fact, Kreiger, blessed of Odin, be blessed. And you could feel weird tugs on the spear, like kind of angling a little bit. That burns through his 7 circle spells this round. Abomination of Zuggtmoy is trying to blossom in Crusher's mind. You were the closest person infected to her when she died, and that's why she chose you.
You were inside of her.
Yeah, also inside of her.
Okay, still good.
Crusher, you just, there's something wrong, and you're just trying to hold on, not for life. You're just trying to hold on for this fight. Kreiger.
Kreiger is going to try an eviscerating strike on his first attack.
Okay,
Which
I think you get to
guess
roll
is-
twice and
Yeah.
roll the higher.
Now, as Kreiger does not have the bonus from Shadow, though.
Nope, sorry, man.
So 55 is a hit.
Mm-hmm.
But it
And,
is flat-footed to you.
well, the other one's 40. It's not a hit. It's
Yeah, no, I'm just saying.
yeah, okay. And D20 plus this one. I got to roll a 20 on this one to hit. I do not. But he still takes 5d8 plus 1d6 shock plus 26 plus 20 from the holy for 73 damage, and you are drained 1.
900 damage, enfeebled 1, and drained 1.
Which cannot be. How did they get so strong?
He is not going to think about it too much, and he's just going to simply rip off a defoliate. That's a 2-action thing. He's
I
gonna.
fucking hate you so much.
Yeah, Alkur moved a little too far away, and he sees that Alkur's skin isn't flaky, so he'll catch shadow in this instead. Okay, so Kreiger, your fort save. 47, and the damage is
He gets a 41.
20d8.
105.
105.
Cheat. Cheat.
So stand and let me check something.
What's the AC? What's the fort save, sorry?
47. Oh, 49 basic fortitude save. Sorry.
49?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And
well,
is this a disease effect?
This is a primal necromancy plant effect.
Oh, goody.
yeah, I'm looking at the wrong character.
I've got a good chance of critical failing this.
Ooh, 49. Crusher just fails. Wait, this is a disease or?
Nope.
Normal failure. How much damage was it again? 105?
105.
Woo!
Oh, okay. This is not poison or disease, right?
Primal necromancy plant.
Fuck. Okay, just that one.
We're going to keep asking, by the way.
I know. Just ask me one more time. It's
2
okay.
a.m. 2 a.m.
That's fine.
It'll turn to a disease or a poison.
All right. So Shadow, did you make your save?
Shadow does not. He takes it critically.
Okay. So you take 210 damage.
All right.
Now you fucker.
I made me angry.
Is Shadow still alive?
Yes, Shadow's alive.
Wow. Crusher, did you make your save?
No. How much? 100 and...
105.
Oh, boy.
Kreiger, did you make your save?
Oh, I haven't rolled for career yet.
This might be it. Ouchies.
Roll a 1.
Okay, you take 210 damage from the defoliate.
Let's look up.
You have the. I think you have the fort power. Are you legendary fort, where you a critical fail becomes a fail?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I have legendary fortitude.
105. Darian, did you make your save?
No, Darian did not make his save. He also took a 100.
Okay, 105. Awesome.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did you have the Juggernaut potion?
Yeah.
Which is just a fail then. Juggernaut potion.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, shit. So,
Yep.
Well, yeah, it's just a fail anyway, though.
Okay, Oscar, you took it.
I took it like a champ.
Okay, that was Tree Razor, or sorry, I use. He can 4 more rounds. Really, Modron. He's not gonna be here in 4 more rounds.
Good.
He's got 2 actions left. Can I kill Crusher or Darian in 2 rounds? Let me just scan the hit points. Too many AOs. If I get to Shadow, you're lucky, Shadow. Yeah, I'm going to take out Crusher. He raises the Black Axe high. He's going to spend an action to cast... shit, too many AOs. Fuck you guys. All right.
Come on, give it a shot.
No.
No, don't do it.
No.
Fuck you.
-1. AC 55.
It's a hit.
Normal hit.
Yeah.
Darian's gonna block that.
Little dirty paladin.
You dirty paladin.
55 damage on Crusher.
So
Minus 22.
33. Okay.
AC 52.
I don't know if he's flat-footed.
He's flat-footed. Got hit. Yeah.
Yeah, he's flat-footed. Oh.
You stab him with the answer.
So you have a +2, and he's flat-footed,
Plus,
and he's enfeebled. Oh, yeah, enfeebled is
18 plus 20. So 74 damage.
974. It's on its last leg. It swings the Black Axe one more time at Crusher.
Darian's gonna block it.
AC 52.
52 is a hit. I'm going to ask you to re-roll.
Okay, give me a second. And it just takes the better of the two? Or the worst?
Worst. Yeah.
49.
Fuck, that's my AC.
Darian's gonna block it.
Okay. 40, 12 plus 15 plus 5d6 is 71 damage. Ooh, look at those rolls.
Minus 22.
Oh, okay. Minus 22 is
59.
9. Still up.
I missed.
50.
He's now dragging the axe around and kind of lifting it up to attack, but
90. Okay, Crusher has 4 hit points left.
yeah, this is second edition Lodroth.
No, wait, no. Crusher has 5 hit points left.
These are 20th level characters in the last fight of the campaign. We've been playing for 50 games, so the fungal I use is just like flapping the axe around.
It cannot be. They're too strong. Too much practice. Have mercy on an old man. Have mercy on an old man.
Alkur.
Alkur the Black steps forward.
Now go away, elf. Go away.
Step is an action. Turn into the black is the action.
No more magic, no more. We can deal, we can divide the multiverse. I'll only spread my seed to a few hundred planets.
I only have one word for you. I use die. Forward kill. 50 damage. Does he die? No save. Just take 50.
Is this a death effect?
It is a death effect.
Immunities, death effects, disease, mental, and poison.
No! I didn't hear you.
Not so easily.
I'm trying to do a cool guy. No.
Shadow just looks at you like, fucking useless.
Darian.
Darian is just gonna unload on this guy.
The answer swinging true.
You should have let magic do it. It would have been clear.
One hit.
One hit.
hit.
That's all you need. I think.
12 plus.
Oh, underneath skin, there's more bubbling happening. Oh, fuck.
The Uber Demon Lord pops out with the demon.
You're a demon. What the fuck?
52 damage.
And maybe he's a talking dire because you stabbed him right through his chest. There's a blazing light from the from the answer. His internal insides are all burning up. The blackened smoke is rising from his rib cage. Like you are burning his fungal mass and like desiccated organs inside of his torso. His head part is still chattering away though, with smoke billowing out of its ears and mouth. We can make a deal. He's technically dying 1 right now.
Oscar will take his reaction.
We can make a deal.
He did not have to die so painfully. A natural 1. I didn't even try it.
You could have my axe. There's nothing more powerful than this. I've been sitting on it for centuries. You could have my horde. You could have the temple. Give me one word. One word out of 1,000,000.
Shadow?
Fucking talk too much.
Let's see. 54.
Okay, he's now dying too. Wait, how much is his AC drop when he's
6.
6? So his AC dropped from 54 to 48, so yeah, that wasn't a crit. And then he's now dying 3.
Please.
Please, this.
What's his AC?
It would be 54 minus 6, so 58. You could spend a hero point if you want.
No, fucking that shit. Actually, no.
No. Don't know.
No.
Remember what I did, right?
Yeah. Okay. No, he's.
I'll leave it for you guys.
How can this be?
He kind of flops against Bone Crusher.
Well, hopefully, I hit the son of a bitch.
She's inside of you, isn't she?
54.
As Bone Crusher is his final act.
And that's 1 attack.
Twists fungal Ayuz's head off to the side violently, and there's a crack, and the thing is now burning away from the inside, basically leaving behind this really neat-looking burnt skeleton.
Crusher walks to Shadow.
There's a shudder from the temple.
Grabs the spear,
Yep.
puts it against his chest, and leans forward.
Crusher, when you touch the spear, for a moment in your mind, there is a presence that is not the fungal field, and everything falls away. And there is a dripping, bloody bear god with all sorts of, like, bleeding trees in a forest. He smiles at you. I've been waiting for you. And then you hear bear noises.
It's time for me to come. Do I know who he is?
Yeah. He is a old bear deity. There's a flickering bit of divinity left. You know that this divinity had been sundered from this god long ago, almost like the god knew this would happen. A little butterfly told me to wait, to hold on. We've met before, but you may not remember. I need like a bunch of memories of like the few times that you actually got Shadow's spear back.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the bear god looks like. You know his name. Where is it? Finale. There we go.
Where did the god look like? Oh, there. It's not a dude wearing a hat, it's a bear with a dude's head, right?
It's some sort of werebear, some sort of man that lived apart from civilization, but at the same time represented the union of man and bear. He might be the god who started the line of your lycanthropy. There is a place where your bravery, where your strength is needed.
I'm coming.
And the gods there really learned an interesting trick. They took animals, normal animals, good animals, animals that were strong and true and bright and keen and friendly, and raised them up. They were not only awakened, but they learned to walk on 2 feet. You could die here with your brother, or your legacy could live on.
If I am needed, I answer the call.
Okay. Shadow, what are you doing? You're like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Crusher puts his hand on his shoulder and says, I'm infected. Zuggtmoy's inside. I must go. Take care, brother.
The spear
Ass.
slides from your hands as if it has its own like intelligence, and in a split second flies through Crusher's heart with supersonic speed. Like the whole spear is like Crusher's standing there. There's a giant hole in his chest. The spear has gone through the roof of the temple, and you could hear it impacting against walls and masonry stones as it's picking up speed. The hole got bigger as you got out, and there's this funnel, and you can see the outside of the temple is this raging windstorm and like lightning that seems to be pushed down and striking the temple, and the sky is flying by, and it looks like a horrible storm of heat and fire and electricity as the spear flies through the spaces in between the cubes, or what's left of most of them, and is flying not towards the prime material, but is flying towards a different place. A very constricted place. A place that is the prison of the plains, where long ago the gods themselves saw it fit to trap titanic beings. And as the spear begins to gain momentum, it achieves such a speed that even the prison of the plains itself could not keep the spear from puncturing one of the sides of a perfect pearl. And inside that pearl, another pearl, and inside that pearl, another pearl, and then finally the inside of this horrible egg was punctured by the spear, by the arboreal spear that now holds the essence of the true and redeemed Bone Crusher, whose body left behind levels an entire forest. When it finally, within this great layered sphere, there were a bunch of tiny spheres, all kind of dangling together in the multiverse, or in this little construct, and it went veering towards one of those tiny pearls, fractured the pearl, landed into a forest, leveled the forest like a meteor from the skies. And what blood was on the spear that had been purified from the transformation, and the power of the deity itself that had held on for so long. While Bone Crusher has passed from this multiverse, redeemed for the evils that he committed during horrible, horrible wars, including the Great Planar War, as an agent of Armageddon, have been burned away, and the blood that remained caused several bears, a family of them, to be transformed and to become an Ursinal race of inherited.
Fuck yeah. Fuck you guys, I'm out of here. Now that's how you win a campaign.
Crusher's corporeal form falls over, and there's not enough of it left for Zuggtmoy to really take over. She's infecting the body, but it's a dumb spore at this point, and Bone Crusher's life is gone. Oscar. We're going to do 2 more actions, and then we're going to exit.
Oscar's gonna scoot over to this wall.
Yep.
He's gonna pick up something of Ptolemy's.
Sure. What are you grabbing at Ptolemy's?
I'm grabbing one of his wands.
Okay.
Specifically his wand of weird. The old weird wand.
All right. The wand of weird is now yours.
And we're gonna scooch through that wall.
Ptolemy. The structural integrity of the temple seems to be starting to break apart. The place is shuddering. Now is the time to cleanse. Now is the time to flee.
Understood.
I will stay with this place.
What the fuck?
I have always been and shall be its pilot.
Where are you guys going? Shut up, bastard.
Do you wish to go after and with the great... You notice the tall seems to be listening. The great pack. The greatest pack that ever did gather in the plains.
While he's talking to Shadow, Shadow is picking up a bit of fur from Crusher. His bracers.
See, you're looting Crusher.
It's the last
so?
game, man. There's no need to stoop.
Leave it. It is infected. You should go now. While I still can help. And somehow Ptolemy's got the silver sphere thing in his hands.
Then I'll go. You guys take care.
The silver sphere thing hits Shadow. And Shadow, you get the sense, is kind of just flung. Like, he kind of turned incorporeal and like he caught the silver magic and he just got flung from this place. And perhaps through time. And there would be such guitars playing as Shadow's running through the multiverse to try to catch up with the great with the great pack, as the strongest of all wolves that ever had given the call and that ever will, was calling all wolves and wolf-like beings under one banner for a great war. Shadow, you've been flung back in time.
My cohort.
You're kind of my cohort now, so
One of you is 20th level, the other one's...
The temple must be purified, says Tall as he's holding out his hand towards Alkur. Give me the ounce of purity now.
Can we trust him?
Yes. He can be trusted. He can be trusted because we have a mutual goal. Beyond that point, I do not know. Move forward, hold out two. He needs two. I need the rest of them to do the basement.
Okay, so
Hold them out.
okay, he just points at the ground.
Drop them.
Okay, so immediately, this ultra clean, purifying force begins to spread out the temple. The temple turns into almost like this black interlocking, like mirrored marble, and it just spreads in these equal sized squares, about 1.5 by 1.5 feet, and this tile just begins to spread everywhere. For a brief moment, there is a cessation to the falling of the bodies from the abomination. You can hear it like this cry out, and Mulini is like, "Yes, come into the Hecatomb!"
Are you able to inject her into the planes?
She will come to the center. When Zuggtmoy is burned from this place, something must take its place. It is her destiny. It is her purpose. The blood of Did and the genetic material that she has gathered shall be spread, and the fungus that is no longer corrupted shall deliver it to 1,000 worlds.
Does she travel to the core with me or without?
She stays in the core.
Does she understand her fate?
Irrelevant.
She's gonna kick my ass if she doesn't want to do the thing.
Did you know I can turn into a kaiju now?
Kreiger, you should not be here. The temple is coming apart.
Where am I supposed to go?
Throw the spear and hold on.
Okay. What about you guys? Where the hell's Oscar?
They will survive.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye.
Darian, it's been good. And he hugs Darian. Alkur, come here, old buddy. Gives Alkur a big old bear hug. Thanks for all the healing, bud. Maybe we'll meet again.
We'll turn to Alkur the White for the big hug.
Yep.
You can suffer the pain.
Alkur the White, there were things in your genetic material, things that were like in the way of perfect understanding, and you have lots to do.
Kreiger with a fucking hammer and spear.
I am certain you will prosper, Kreiger.
Thanks. Oscar!
Sorry about your mother.
What do you mean about my mother?
You should throw your spear.
He looks very disturbed. Where's Oscar?
He has another line to follow.
Okay. Tell him I said goodbye. I hope I see him again.
He knows.
Kreiger whips his spear as hard as he can.
Do you let go?
Yeah, and he lets it go.
You're supposed to
Oh,
hold
was I
on.
supposed to hold on to that? Yeah.
Odin comes back from the dead to bitch smack you.
Do you hold on to the spear?
Yep.
Kreiger gets dragged into another place and is simply gone. Kreiger would live his years simply and heartily, where his strength and bravery were always valued. He would love deeply and live a life fulfilled. He would find himself upon a wild world suitable for a man of his strengths and talents, where there were other menfolk there, strong and hardy. In his life, he would occasionally get the sense that bears and weird magic protected him. He was never quite certain how he arrived in to find good frontier folk to live with. On his deathbed at the ripe age of 103, he would be surrounded by his 7 then elderly children, 18 grandchildren, and countless progeny and relatives of Clan Sparrow. As recorded in the Book of Man about the rekindling, also called the 5th Age of Man, and the strength of humanity would endure, especially with the likes of Kreiger as one of the 100 sires and dames.
Nice. That's a good ending for him.
Yeah.
He would be king, but it would be a king of thatch-roofed barns and of a simple folk who tamed a piece of land.
Only kind of king he'd ever be. This king makes horseshoes.
And God taught me how to do this.
Actually, I think I gave him. No, I didn't. No, I was going to give him magical crafting, but I thought, nah, forget it.
Just basic horseshoes.
Basic horse. He does horseshoes. He is an expert. He is an expert.
Horses are comfortable.
That's a nice ending for Kreiger, I think.
Darian?
Darian walks over to Alkur the White and offers a hand.
You did well, Darian.
As did you. Hard to believe this is over. Almost.
You're a father now.
I think I've earned some rest. I think we both have.
Yes. Although he's not a very good liar, he doesn't think he deserves rest. Like it's just straight up, yes, rest. Some of us have mistakes to make up for.
You will.
There's a universe that needs creating.
I know you'll do right.
Of course. He
Keep that.
flicks to the gray for a moment, then flicks back to the white, and the black just hides. He's gonna get punched.
That's right. You keep him away. Tell Oscar to keep his mitts to himself. And then I said thanks.
If I find him, I'll let him know.
Good luck with that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have somewhere to be. He pulls out his box
Okay.
and he opens it.
Whether the redeemed demon lord Nocticula was truthful in their word or not, the box does take Darian from this place. The quasi-angelic being he's become, with the answer in hand, seeking out his lover, Isolde Solar, and to raise his 2 children. I wrote their names down. Vaikara and Vosdari.
Vaikara Kreiger Montague.
I see. There might be some issues with the naming. It's okay.
Well, it was Kara. It was after the mother. I thought was the negotiation.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You're right. It was Kara.
There seems to be this really safe place inside multiple shells. Now there's a hole in the side of it, but where you kind of travel quickly and find yourselves in a very small but peaceful realm that you would know as a pearl to raise your 2 children.
I'm sure it's a very nice pearl.
I wonder who gave you the skylight.
Ptolemy's just looking at Alkur. He points down and then shifts you and Malini down into the bowels of Runerach. Malini is there. She is frazzled and part air being and has this glowing artifact that is just streaming light out in all areas. It's pulsing with life and magic and potential. She seems to be totally, just honed in on it. You hear Tall's voice. Do it now.
Alkur will throw out the 3 vials that remain.
Are you pouring them, or are you just?
I'm going to pour them so that there's a little bit of residue potentially remaining.
Something to lick.
You pour the 3 vials of the ounce of purity into the ground at the center where this horrible place, where Zuggtmoy came out of the ground, and immediately the fungus starts dying, or at least the really corrupted ones, and spores start to go off, and there's this sparkling of gold magic, and the place is visibly becoming not so horrid. The torrent of bodies and petitioners have stopped, although some of them are just sort of watching. You can see as the wave of purity passes over them that their souls are becoming something else, like little motes of light, like glowing Ioun stones. And soon the heart of Runerach, which was a dark place of metal that had been hollowed out by Zuggtmoy's burrowing, turns into a very vibrant and light place. Colors of the rainbow, and some colors that you can't even describe, floating and whizzing around. Alkur, or the whatever he's become, the Valkyru, as he would be called, begins to realize Tall's plan. Where Zuggtmoy had consumed these souls would become petitioners in Tall's new realm. A comet that would become a god's domain. Alkur has other plans as well. Valkyru would also be known to be somewhat divine. All of you have a touch of it. You've been recycled so many times, and souls have been not only fed to Zuggtmoy, but souls have been fed to all of you. You realize, floating amongst these glowing orbs of souls, that all of you have a spark of divinity in you. While some of you may push it and try to force it and kindle it and make it come out, others may live simply or oblivious, passing their divine powers down to others. Wherever Crusher went, that spear took his divinity with him. Wherever Shadow went, you feel sorry for his enemies. Kreiger's the simplest of all of them, but you're pretty sure that his impact might even be greatest, spreading divine Dana across generations.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Ptolemy, you realize, had this buried thing that the being that would become tall was clearly manipulating. Dying to come out, you being 3, would probably eye this comet from afar and keep tabs on it to make sure that he didn't step out of line.
The orb.
The which?
The golden.
The workshop outside time. Is it still in the hiding spot?
Nope.
Nope. Disappeared.
You heard a little giggle. You thought you saw something multicolored, but it was hard to see with all the little lights. But the orb, the workshop out of time, is gone.
Okay. I will.
Ptolemy picked it up and used it to catapult Shadow.
Oh, that was the orb.
Yeah, he pelted
right.
Shadow with it.
All right, sorry. I
Nope.
thought it was his head, that orb. His head orb. All right, I will use a miracle to create a rod to someplace nice.
Okay.
A place where I might find elves or something. I need a place to work and rebuild.
Okay. You think you know the spot? Is there an item on you that might have been elven or old?
Yeah. Just a second. The oldest things on my personage. Well, I've got books and things from Taharon. Like I got like all the stuff from that generation. I've got scrolls that would probably be from here. Staff of Power. Temple nonsense. Most of the things I possess are from here.
Okay, well, there's Taharon's bow.
No. I don't have Taharon's bow. I've got Taharon's soul. I have, actually, you know what? I have the, I have a casino chip with a soul gem, so I could play shift to the casino. I'd use that as a starting point. It's not the most ambitious start. I'm just looking to see if I have anything else in my inventory. Aside from old spell books, like artifacts from Runerach, tree rings from Runerach, owlbear stuff from Runerach. Stuff from the temple. My key of unlocking. I'll use that.
Where did that come from?
It's a thing I created a long time ago. That might have maybe the original created. Once per year, it can open any locked door or binding.
Okay. You're pretty sure that you could wish that thing into a rod if you wanted. Might change the properties of it, but
We're lucky that Oscar didn't know what that was when he was checking out people's stuff when they were sleeping.
the tall just nods to you like it appreciates and understands.
Okay. Converted to rod. And then I will plane shift away.
The Valkyr the White, Valkyra the Grey, and Valkarn the Black would be known to walk amongst elves and other people, would check in from time to time from those that he could still reach, and would keep an eye from the many worlds where there would be people that would help him in his craft, or people that would follow his ways, to keep an eye on the comet as it passed through the multiverse, as it passed through the Prime. There would always be some chaos, however, in the Valkyra's law, as 3 are the most unstable of platforms. Very easy to tip one way or another. I'm not going to say whether you guys become gods or not. That could be the whole plotline of a different campaign or something else, but Alkur has successfully escaped Runerach and is out there in the time after.
Playing astronomer.
Oscar, as you were sneaking away from this place, heading towards the temple, I think you messaged me? The deeper temple on level 4.
I got some gear stoosh back down there.
What item did you take from each of the characters as a memento?
From Alkur, I took the plausibility tome.
Okay.
From Darian, his dull gray Ioun stone. From Kreiger, his soul gem necklace. From Ptolemy, the wand of weird.
Mm-hmm.
From Shadow, the Hoye Ulf statue.
Right.
And from Crusher, well, he's got that portable hole, and he's got your flesh golem in there.
Alright, so you snuck off to the flesh golem and you're like, yes, get this, before the temple like shuddered. You're like, oh fuck! And by the time you ran to the apparatus of Qualish, and you opened it up and hopped inside and dumped all of your goods and closed the apparatus, the temple itself was like falling apart. Not falling apart as in falling in, but it had turned into all these blocks of perfect mirrored marble. And then the temple kind of like did this thing where it exhaled and all the marble blocks separated, like Ptolemy or Tall was rearranging the temple into a form that was much more suitable to him. It was at this point that, well, the apparatus of Qualish just sort of dislodged and started floating out into the gulf between the planes. And Oscar would spend a long, long time isolated in this small space, which is larger on the outside, floating and waiting for the apparatus of Qualish to bump into something somewhere. It is during this time that Oscar's probably gone mad several times over, talking to the unrotting corpse of Crusher, arranging objects like they were his own friends. Oh, and the skull. The skull, its influence, was still with Oscar. Like a horrible, horrible drug, it was something that would not let Oscar go. and he would talk to Ayuz at end, bashing his head into consoles and going mad, while the two entities in his head jabbered away at him, trying to pull him left and right of evil. An imp on his shoulder pulled him towards hell. Wow, the golden skull of Ayuz pulled him towards the abyss. And it is, for a very long time, perhaps a century or more, that Oscar would float in space towards the prime material plane, caught up in the tailwinds of the comet. I pity the person who first finds Oscar in that horrible thing.
He'll probably be pretty chatty, let's be honest. A little bit stabby, a little bit chatty.
As Oscar's mythic power, his first rank I'm spending for him is longevity. You're not escaping this hell.
Shit.
The comet, it appears sometimes in worlds. Some of the worlds still had people on them that survived the apocalypse. Some of them were on worlds where things were new, and others where the arcs had repopulated. There were still troubled times and evil things from the ancient time, and, well, newness also brings forth the same cycle of law versus chaos, good versus evil. It is the time after. It is the Fifth Age. It is the place where future campaigns will hang in the balance by the actions of those. By the actions of those who are heroes and villains of stories that we've yet told. But at least, the putrid heart of Runerach is no longer a threat, but only the tiniest bit of Zuggtmoy and Ayuz linger. For at the heart of the comet still lies the golden skull left discarded. Malini sacrificed to spread the Dana inside the Hecatomb device and the blood of Did across worlds, bringing great vegetation, great growth, great change, a blessing, as the Tall acted as the pilot for the comet itself. And somewhere, somehow, someplace, a little fungus patch bubbled and slowly spread. So small that these beings will be long gone or well on their path to godhood before that problem rises again. But of course we have those that have lived on, the progeny, the next generation, a race of bear people, the race of men, and two little angelic beings, the twins of a Solar and a Paladin. Oh, and the singularity, a girl born of a being of three, but one.
Yeah. She is going to be hunted by Modrons for the rest of her life. I've seen.
It's just a comment.
The
It's just
singularity.
if we ended this scene on just like as the credits were rolling, it would just be this comet just tumbling through space with this little bit of space garbage kind of flowing slowly behind it.
Fuck you, Owen.
Just-
This is bullshit.
Yeah, we're done. This is
Awesome
we're,
campaign.
yeah, we're done this one. All I'm closing the second ed books, and they're going to go on the shelf because I have a feeling we won't open these again for many, many years.
Yep.
We're going to go back to first edition, and we're going to probably playtest the hell out of 3 action economy in first edition, clean some things up, and go back to the game that we love to play. And then maybe in the future time, which is the 5th age of man, we'll go back to second edition. Good stuff. Good stuff.
That was awesome.
Well done, gentlemen.
That was awesome.
I believe we could chalk that up as about as good as we could do.
That's as good as it could have gotten.
Pretty much. I think pretty close.
We weren't getting much better, that's for sure.
There was a lot of really close to deads at that, though. There was a few, like,
Yeah,
I'm really far away from my oozes, and we need to be closer.
I was quite ready for Kreiger to just be critted out of existence.
Yeah.
I was piece of shit.
What happened to the petitioners? The Tall turned them into motes of light after the purity had burned away the horrible corruption, and
They're still petitioners. They're just not being consumed. They're now...
yeah, unless we make Tall and the Alkur and Bone Crusher and Kreiger like the demigods of the next age. That's a thing. I'll have a think about it, but it's a distinct possibility.
I remember the skull wither, but a giant fart cloud of doom engulfed everything, and then we got sucked out of the... Things were very busy. Stuff was happening.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't have defeated the CR-25 guy unless you were in a confined space.
Yeah.
Like Ptolemy's chess move of like, I'm castling, you know, like that kind of that
Was important.
I saw that, I'm like, how can I give them a chance of succeeding? You know, like,
Instead of just getting raffle stomped one at a time.
yeah.
Yeah, that was not going well. Mind you, Oscar killing Zuggtmoy with a single shot sure helped our slide things in our direction there.
The 400-foot cone of I just eat you?
Oh, that was
Okay,
awesome.
so
my
the
God.
creature that she was a reskinned version of is called a moo spore, which is like
I
like
remember those.
Cthulhu-esque kind of like creature, and it has a power where it 400-foot cone it just eats you. So she was a reskinned moose spore, and then you guys guessed because I used the token fungal Ayuz, who had been corrupted by his lover and turned into something else, was a reskinned tree raiser.
Yeah. Well, that was Foxfire.
Yeah.
Just looked at the token. Like, oh, that's what that is.
You're right, Wither. Alkur didn't think about it, but Alkur didn't know where it was dropped, so it wasn't like a thing on his mind.
Yep.
Oscar knows where it is.
Yeah,
Alkur
and it's still
didn't
making
know.
Oscar mad in his mind. Like it's like two. Oscar doesn't have an angel and devil on his shoulder. He's got a devil and a demon on his shoulder. He's like, just going nuts.
If
So,
you choose to go to hell, you could name drop some.
Where is the bear race
There's a guy down there.
being raised?
Sorry?
The inherited bear race.
Titan's Gift, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They might in the other campaign hear news of like, yeah, bears have been inherited, and they're gonna be like, what? A new race now has been inherited? Because in the current campaign world of them, they are, well,
Everything but bears.
bears haven't been raised yet. Which means that those two campaigns, if the other party watches game 50, are on the same timeline.
Yep.
Darian could actually be, Darian and his wife and his children could be in one of the pearls. Now, exactly which decade or which 100 years,
Yeah,
you know,
which pearl
but
it made.
yeah, exactly.
Now, to be
He
clear,
would be the guy sitting on his porch staring at you suspiciously.
If he didn't like you, you'd drop over dead. Oh, funny. Shadow's back in time.
Yep.
Gotta get back.
back to the past.
You
Well,
asked me why I carry so many arrows. What is this? 2,000 arrows.
So what's the deal with the new pantheon? Yeah, there might be... The nameless gods might have had their time. Like, this might be so far into the future that the nameless gods are... You're not sure? I know, but I'm not going to
maybe
ruin
names are
certain
back
surprise.
again. maybe the whole. I'm more on the theory of the nameless gods thing was just a ploy from the beginning. It's all kind of.
The multiverse at the beginning of Legends started the Great Contraction.